Hi guys, I'm Vina with StudioVina.com, a website where you can learn to pole dance right at home with me. This is my 7-part series about beliefs and misconceptions that pole dancers might have. This series could also be called the 7 Deadly Sins of Pole Dance. Let's get to it. Belief number 1, believing that all studio levels are universal. Unfortunately, this is not the case, but I stand pretty firm on my level scale because I want the majority of the population to sign up for my website and feel as though it's accessible. Over the past 14 years, since I've discovered pole, the industry has grown really quickly. And we now have studios that are filled not only with busy moms and college students, but gymnasts, contortionists, performers, and professional dancers. A lot of the dance professionals and professional athletes are now teaching pole dance as well, and that is amazing and we can learn so much from them. But often they forget how challenging a lot of these moves are for the everyday person. So it's easy as an instructor to forget that not everyone has lots of time to dedicate working on their pole technique or fitness. We end up with moves like extended butterfly and shoulder mount being listed as intermediate and in some cases beginner level. What? No. For the majority of those interested in pole for fun, it can cause dancers to feel like they're behind, weak, or failing. I want pole dance to help people feel strong, confident, and sexy. Belief number 2. Competitions and getting to the next level are the only goals. Many students end up feeling like working towards a competition is the only way to justify working hard on pole dance. Now don't get me wrong, some people thrive off of competition, but for others it kills the fun and creates stress. Others might strive to reach the next level in their studio instead of honing their fundamental skills. Both types of students end up pushing too hard, resulting in injury, or they quit because they feel that they can't live up to the competition. I personally like the idea of exhibition shows, allowing dancers to work towards something without the pressure of winning. A lot of amazing studios have these shows. But I'd love to see more studios focus on the fun and fitness instead of reaching the next level or training for competitions. Belief number 3, doing what is popular is worth injury. With social media being so influential for pole moves, it's easy to fall into the mentality that getting likes, possible shout-outs, or winning a prize is worth injury. I cannot stress enough that learning your fundamentals play a huge part in progressing and injury prevention. New exciting moves are almost always variations of these fundamental moves. Trying to learn pole by only watching social media can be time-consuming and lead to feeling confused about what's appropriate for your level. Following a program can take away the strain of what's next or what can I work on and improve. Belief number 4, tricks are what pole is all about. Thanks to social media, new pole dancers almost always see single tricks or short combos and learn to focus all their energy right there. If you only work on tricks and combos, you'll lose the benefit of cardio and sometimes flexibility is hindered as well. If strength-based tricks are all you focus on, you're missing out. Pole is one of the most well-rounded workouts if you approach it as such. Belief number 5, I need to be super bendy. Yes, improving flexibility is something worth striving for, but feeling like you're not a real pole dancer because you can't do the splits or pull your foot behind your head is silly. Once you begin your pole journey, you're a pole dancer. You might even stay a beginner forever, and you can still call yourself a pole dancer. As long as you're actively working with the pole, this is it. You're a pole dancer. And this was a frequent question on my website when we first launched. People felt there must be a level to reach in order to call themselves a pole dancer. I say, do you enjoy using your dance pole? Do you do it often? Then you're a pole dancer. Belief number 6, I need to learn every trick. The desire to learn every trick or combo you see is normal. It's exciting and can be a great motivator for many people, but for others it ends up stressing them out. My thoughts on this come right back to fundamentals. As a new dancer, your primary goal should be learning the fundamentals to help you develop the understanding of how moves build on each other. Once you have this knowledge, then you can see why some moves aren't yet in your wheelhouse and why others might work well for you. It's like learning to write without becoming familiar with the alphabet. Is it possible? Sure, probably. It's not ideal and it would take you a long time. I have one more thought on this, and it's something I've been saying since I started. Not every move is right for everybody. There are so many super cool signature moves, but they often became signature because it was a movement that specific dancer could do naturally. It's okay to pass on a move if it's not happening. And yes, sometimes all you need is practice or a tweak in technique, but don't stress out if the rainbow Marchenko isn't in your vocabulary. It doesn't have to be because it's not a fundamental move. Focus on your strengths while taking time to balance your practice with actual dancing and power and mobility improving moves. Belief number 7, taking a break from pole is bad. Taking time away from pole dance can be a really good thing. I see many dancers, myself included, freak out when they have taken a week or 2 off. Our bodies need time to rest. Our minds need time to mull things over and think about the things we've learned. Watching pole videos, visualizing, and doing some off-pole training are great options, and just as important as actual pole practice. Part of my goal in developing my online lessons was to allow people to come and go as they please. I don't want people to feel like they have to commit hours a day just to enjoy or see the benefits of learning pole dance. A few years back, some of the pole community labeled Studio Vina as a beginner-only website. And while I do agree that it is the best place for new dancers, Studio Vina is about real people with real lives, jobs, and responsibilities. I want to make sure that anyone who wants to learn to pole dance can. I'll see you there.